Hello, hello, hello. Greetings, welcome. Thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Adejumo champion, you are a champion. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Hello, hello, Nike. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Omonike, welcome. Umeji, welcome. Plutonic, welcome. Thank you. Hi, Sam. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. I appreciate you for joining. Please share, share, share. I know it's Saturday today. Lots of people will be out or busy or have children and all friends and family at home. So it's a good opportunity to share this. So please share, share, share. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. Welcome. Hi, Sam, again. Welcome. Igbe, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Modupsi, welcome. Hello, May, welcome. Thank you very much, Igbeji, welcome. Umeji, welcome. Samara, Amor, welcome. Thank you. Umeji, Esther, Nike, Omonike, thank you, Sam again. Lillian, Chinwa, Omoye, Tony, welcome. Hi, Tracy. My wife's rocking native today. Thank you very much. Yes, yes, yes. Now you're the first person to notice that. Thank you. It's a dress. Again, a friend of mine made it. The same lady, Esho Ara. Is on Instagram. I think it's also on Facebook, Eshwara. So if you want to check her out, please do. I do like it, and I thought it's a bit. The weather is not too bad. It's not very hot. It's not too bad today, so maybe I can wear this. It's a dress. So thank you, thank you. Can I get up to show you guys? I don't know. I don't know if I can. If you'll be able to see it. Um, but it's a dress. It's a dress, and it's up just below my knee. All right, thank you. I appreciate you, Lord. Okay, all right, Tony, Tracy, welcome. Johnson, welcome. Thank you very much. Damilola, thank you very much. Omede, welcome. Who else? Omoye, welcome. Umeji, welcome. Ifenywa, welcome. Tola, welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Luakemi, welcome. Hi, different. Welcome, Timmy. Welcome. Mofelala, welcome. Thank you. Moyosore, how are you today? Thank you. Olumide, welcome. Thank you. Grace, welcome. Yes, Grace is saying hello to Love Loungers. Welcome, guys. Dofras, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Ekomo Bong, welcome. Tracy, welcome. It took welcome, Jane. Thank you, guys. Please share this. Triple Richard, Hawaii. You're looking so good this afternoon, Kumaya, with your Ankara. Lovely. Okay, I'm feeling compelled. I need to show you guys now the dress. Okay, it's just a dress. All right. So if I get up now, you would see. Can you see? Can you see? I don't know. Yeah, so it's a dress. All right. There you go. Let me try and lift up. Uh, So there you go, okay? So it's a dress, yeah? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Yes. So enough fashion show now. Let's get back to work. Let's get back to work, guys. So here we go, okay? Yeah, I thought I'd show you. I actually like it. I like these African clothes. Um, and I thought it's good for the summer. It's good for this weather. And it's not too hot, nor is it cold. So I can still rock this. I might wear it out. I don't know. I might wear it out. Just go out today and see how it goes. Thank you very much, guys, for noticing this by Esho Ara or Asho Ara, Esho Ara. Maybe it's Asho Ara or Esho. It's Esho. Goods or products for the Ara for the body. Yes. So check it out. It's on Instagram. I'll put the details up if you want, and you can go and check it out yourself. Thank you, Monica. Tuli, welcome. Hello, Piers, welcome. Charles B, welcome. Charles, it's been a while. Welcome. Hi, Jane, welcome. Thank you, Platonic. Hi to all, and please share share. Don't be scared of any fake African pastors, GO, Bishop, Mama, so-called papas, and your family. Truth matters and Jesus first. For the brainwash that are coming up today, please come and smell the coffee. Unto freedom we are called. Blessings and more love. Thank you. Yay. Thank you very much. That's Platonic. I love this Platonic writings when he puts it up, and he puts it up like this. You know, we should not be scared of anybody. Fake papas, either they're even real papas. Don't be scared of them. You know, anybody that you're afraid of is not of God, is an opposition to God. You should flee from them. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Don. Welcome. Thank you, Gift. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Tolani. Welcome. Thank you very much. Please share. So today is our call-in program. And the phone is here ready, but we're calling through Messenger. So it's not via any number. So you have to go through. So you have to go through Messenger. And I just want to get the Messenger profile. Yes, it is ready. So when you're ready, please feel free to call. I will play the video that I played yesterday. Just because that video tells it represents what we're trying to do now, which is not to keep quiet, to continue to talk, to speak the truth and not keep quiet, and why they want you to keep quiet. I also wanted to play one of Funke's videos to kind of like just go through it. There's one Funke's video that's flying around, but I didn't save that video. So if I can, I will play that as well. But at this point, you know, today is our call-in program. So feel free to call in, guys. The messenger is ready. So please call on Facebook Messenger, Love Lounge calls. So it's just to make it easy, Love Lounge calls. That's where you call. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate you. Ebo, welcome. Samara, welcome. Thank you. Oh, Samara, that's nice of you, and Grace. Esther, welcome. Thank you. You know, it takes beautiful people to know other beautiful people. So I appreciate you all for the kind words. Thank you very much. Adebowale, welcome. Thank you. Ronke, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Tia, how come you look like me, village girl? Yes, I'm the village girl today because I'm wearing Ankara, and I like village girl look. Actually, you know, I actually like it. You know, it's very simple, and you don't have no fuss made at all. So I like simple things as well. So how about your headgear? Okay, that headgear will come one day. One day, maybe if my sister is around, I'll ask her to put a headgear on this, and I'll have the whole complete. Thank you, Omoye. Welcome. I love African Ankara. Only it's made nicely. Yes, it is. Thank you. Ewese said, I just want to be here for the first time. Wow, Ewese, welcome. Thank you very much. You're already part of the family. So welcome to Love Lounge. We already have a caller, so let's go, guys. Whoa, caller, please pardon me. Please pardon me. I indeed was not fully ready. One second. Hello, caller. Hold on, please. Yes, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
They're fine. I'm fine. Okay. My name is Eze Michael. All here. I text you yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Okay.
To accept me on the Love
Lounge. Okay.
So thank God you did. So I just woke up now because I'm in South America, Paraguay.
Okay. Welcome.
So been watching your programs, but I had no opportunity to call because sometimes I don't have time, maybe walking.
Okay.
So, but I follow Dr. Sunday Adela Jatu and Daddy Fred, so I'm just, so you know the kind of person I am.
Yes.
So, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can all hear you. Go ahead and share your thoughts.
Huh?
I said we can all hear you. Go ahead and share your thoughts.
So I've been wanting to belong to this place because there's nothing like the truth, fighting the truth or saying the truth. So wherever there's something like this, I always like to identify myself because we all have a role to play.
Yes.
So I'm so happy with what you're doing. So just know somebody is watching and feeling you. I told my wife is It's not from my country. So I used to tell her, she laughs about it. When I tell her a pastor is asking somebody to sow seed for $1,000, she used to laugh. She don't believe me. She don't believe me. But way back home, graduates are there listening to these lies, fake lies, and no, they don't do nothing because of fear. You know, just like somebody said before now, that fear, don't be scared.
Yes.
Because when you don't speak, sometimes when you speak the truth, you lose your friends. Yes. Because the truth bitter. But only thing I have for you, Mayo, I have to say something to you. You are doing a great job. I have to say one thing before I leave. You have to practice your Pidgin English and your Yoruba.
Okay.
That is just it. Okay. Because for the message to go through very well, we have to go at any level we have to. Somebody sent something, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, that we have to speak Pidgin English so that we can really get along with people, because the message, most people will speak Pidgin English. I watched a white man that just spoke, he was speaking Yoruba and Pidgin English. I was so touched just before calling now. So I urge you to practice your Pidgin English and Yoruba, just so that to go along with the Akara very well.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I love your program.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Michael. Thank you.
God bless you.
Amen. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
All right. Okay, guys, thank you. So that was Michael. I think he's been meaning to call for a while and just had the opportunity today being Saturday. So guys, today you're here to share your experience today. So your experience of religious cabals, or experiencing any religious cabal. It doesn't even have to be Christian. It can be Muslim, it can be Hindu, it can be whatever. So that you can enlighten people, give them some sort of insight of what to expect, and also how to deal with it, how to address these types of challenges. So please share. Let's stay in that lane. On Fridays and Saturdays, we all agreed that this is what we will be doing, where we'll be sharing these experiences. So please feel free to share your experience today. I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and maybe while we're waiting for somebody to call, we can do analysis as well. And I'm going to read some of your comments. Yes, one of the caller that just called now said I should practice my Yoruba and my English. I think my Yoruba is pretty good, to be candid. I think it's really good. If I decide to speak Yoruba, yes, it's maybe not excellent, but it is really good. But the Pidgin English, I really need to work on. I don't even understand half of what is said in Pidgin English. But guys, we don't have to wait for me to do everything, okay? You also have the power, you have the authority also to do this, so God has already given it to you. So what you need to do as well, anybody that has or is already able to speak in very good Pidgin English or Yoruba or Igbo or any language, was Hausa, you can actually do your own. You can actually play my video or any other video on your own and just share it as you see it fit, that your people would understand, or people would understand. People that you want to address, the niche that you want to address, will understand. So please go ahead. You can download the video and do that, translate it, or you can just watch it and then do your own exactly the same. If you want to know the software that I use, is OBS. That's Open Broadcast Service, I think it is. Is open source, so it's available for both devices. So it's available for both iOS operating systems and Microsoft operating systems. So anyone that's got a laptop can use it. It's free of charge and it's online. You can just download it. OBS is called. It's got like a black wheel with some a black circle with a wheel. So that's how it is. So go ahead. Okay, I've just seen someone here that just come in. Next week, Friday, we'll be doing a program on a particular religious cabal that is in United States. We will send you more information. There's going to be flyers that is going around about it. So please brace yourself. Some of the people that have been mistreated by this person or have experienced this person's brutality and cult behavior are going to share their experience live on here. So please join us for that. Yabi says, Maya, why your Yoruba no bad do jare. Even if they speak like person where they chop hot issue. Yeah, Virginia, it's not nice. So okay, we have another caller here. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hey, Maya, how you doing?
Hi, hello. Good morning to you.
It's Solomon. Hi, it's Solomon.
Hi, Solomon.
Yeah, I just want to address the last caller.
Good.
Hey, caller, this is it, right? Mayowa cannot speak pidgin, okay? Mayowa is first class at Jakarta.
Oh, no.
So leave that for us, okay? Let her continue with her stuff, all right? I'm just playing, all right? I just want to mess with you. Thanks for what you're doing, all right?
Thank you, I appreciate
it. But definitely, because what he's saying is very correct. Because when you go home, those poor people in Nigeria, those market women, those area boys, that this message really need to get to, understand? Yes. So I just keep wondering, I wish it's just possible for, of course it's possible, anything is possible, as long as you have the right focus. Maybe when, you go home, like in Nigeria, when I visit home, get like a megaphone, right? You know how they do that to evangelists. Just start doing your own evangelism. Letting them know that, brethren, my people, God has blessed you. Christianity is free of charge. It has nothing to do with money. All you need is personal relationship with Christ, okay? Any person asking you to come and sow money to be blessed. You understand? In a preaching form, my people, God no need your money. He already bless you.
Yes.
Any pastor when they tell me give her money, now 419 they blow now. I'm not carried away by that. You already been blessed. But I think that kind of message will resonate.
Yes, I think so too.
Will
so
resonate.
Anybody that's going to take that up, is very cheap to do that. You just need to have time to go around with the megaphone and just tell people.
Because when I went to Nigeria, I went to Alaba market to get some stuff. I think around 12 o'clock, I saw this woman. She called herself an evangelist, with megaphone, with some speakers. She was, and everybody came out listening to her. She was preaching. At the end of the day, she started collecting money, offering time, seed sowing and stuff like that. Even I was telling people around, listen, you don't have to give God money anymore. You're already blessed. You're already blessed, but they could not understand.
Yes.
You understand? So that's what I tell. See, those of you that, if you have any idea these fake pastors are coming to your area and you don't do anything about it, honestly, I don't want to use the word, but it's like, you're not helping the cause at all. Yes. We should start challenging these people, so that people will start seeing us on YouTube, social media. Oh, this pastor came to maybe in this area, people stood up, they challenged him, this or that. What I mean? But then you do like 5 of them like that, they will be embarrassed. Look at Funkena. Don't you see she has done tracked?
Yes.
I don't know if you saw the video she made recently when she was saying, I've made mistake, people will go after your mistake. It's because it's getting to her.
Yes, but I'm not sure if that video was made recently, but even in that video, she's so arrogant. She's still telling people that she made mistakes and you shouldn't talk about her mistakes.
She's just trying to be diplomatic, you know what I mean? Yes. I don't know when she made that, when that video was made, but, we should, people, Dr. Sonny is saying this, you are doing your own, so we should also, like me, I know what I'm going to do. Yes. If I know they're coming to Chicago or somewhere close, I'm going to go to the program.
Yes.
If I tell they want to start raising money, that's when I'm going to, go on live video and start, reacting.
I think everybody should do that. Anyone.
Yes, everybody should do that. Not just be commenting and keeping quiet. When they get embarrassed, right? Come on, like that. What's it called? Lawrence. The Lawrence guy. I mean, by the time you do that, hey, pastor, you're a thief.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you saw that. There's a video of pastor. What's the name of that pastor who was addressing his church members that if anybody asks you to sow a seed, tell them only.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
That's how we should be doing it. God has said, freely have you received, freely should you give. It has something to do with money.
Absolutely.
No, it has something to do with money.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I really get angry when I see this fake. I get, it pours down in my spirit. I mean,
Thank you very much.
Let me calm down.
Thank you. Please, if you've got an experience, call in now so that you can share with people. We only do this on Fridays and Saturdays. So please join us. Thank you very much, Solomon.
All right. All right.
Thanks. So guys, I'm waiting for your calls. Unless now I can do a video on, let's see. I can do, I want to also analyze the video that says that don't keep quiet. I think that video is really important that we do, so that we all know that we shouldn't keep quiet. So I'm going to do that while we're waiting for calls. But please guys, feel free to share your thoughts, to call in. We're waiting for you to do that. Okay. If nobody is calling yet, I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Here we go. I could read your comments as well, but let me play this video, please.
Materialism becomes an institution. Truth becomes rebellion. Oh. The moment ignorance becomes the chief in the place, people that speak the truth look like the troublemakers. No, they're not the troublemakers. They're the truth speakers. You don't lose ground for these folks. Don't keep quiet. Put it on your Facebook. Bombard WhatsApp. Go all over Twitter. You don't keep quiet. You lose your reputation the moment you want to serve Jesus. Forget reputation. I don't care about relationships. I don't need your platform. I will not lose ground for you. For what? Why would you keep quiet? What are you after? Money? Fame? Don't you realize you're going back to Jesus to report to him what you've done?
I love this 1 minute video so much, guys. You don't know how much I love it. Just even the last bit that says, don't you know that you're going back to Jesus to report what you have done? That alone, that resonates with me so much, So this earth and what I'm doing on here is so important because I'm going back to Jesus to report to him what I have done. That is in my head 100% of the time. So anything that I am doing, even if it's encounter, even if it's just a relationship with people, that resonates a lot with me. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, caller.
Me,
Today is about experiences. Hello, caller. Today is about experiences. Hello, caller.
Can you
Fridays,
hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
On Fridays and Saturdays, we're calling in to talk about experiences. So if you've had experience with these cabals or these scammers, you share it so that you can help other people. Okay? So that's why we're calling. That's why today is a call-in on Fridays and Saturdays.
I have so many. I understand. Yes. Sorry, okay. I have to just call back, and I understand.
Okay.
But I just have to talk about just the video I just watched. Man, it reminds me we're back in Nigeria, the experiences. That was why I called back, because I didn't really know it was all about this. I just thought I could just call and say hi.
Oh,
you understand?
Okay.
Because I've not been following you too much.
I know that. But let's do it quickly. Let's go ahead. If you have an experience, please share it.
Yeah, when I was in Nigeria, I could remember once a night vigil. This night vigil of a teen. Because I normally attack people. Right from time I fight injustice. So my mom said, I'm too stubborn. They want to take me to a church. A church in Okota, and took me there and for night vigil for prayers.
Okay.
When they started praying, I don't have problem. I stay, but they removed all the whole seats. Nobody could sit down. You have to stand throughout the night praying. How will God answer that kind of prayer when you are suffering? Then the pastor started shaving people's hair, the women's hair.
Okay.
Shaving women's hair.
Mm-hmm.
And when it got to my mom, I went to hang his hand. I said, no, you don't try that shit.
Brilliant.
What's wrong with you?
Brilliant.
They worry you, they mad. And they thought I was crazy, and there were so many of his bodyguards. I could able to stop him to not do that to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Even though my mom took me there.
Yeah.
The next morning, we're about to go. when we're about to go, I wanted to go. My mom don't want to go yet. Said we should have to wait for another program again. All this is this format, so that people will be dropping money. And I told my mom, give me transport. I have to go home because I didn't have money. I was so young. She said, no, wait for me. I snatched her handbag. I said, will you give me? She said, okay, bring it. She now gave me transport. When I got home, I told my dad. My dad said, go back and tell her to come home now. If not, she's not coming into the home again. Because my dad understood. I told my dad what happened, and he could feel these are scams, fake people, scams, and it's so painful. And that is why I've chosen to myself on my Facebook, Twitter, just like what this pastor is saying, man. This pastor, God will bless him, man. I don't know him, but I shed tears listening to this 1 minute video you just finished playing now, man. That man is nothing but the truth, man. So God bless you. I'm doing my own right from this part of the country, South America. Everybody that knows me knows that I always say what is the truth. I don't care. If your name is not Jesus Christ, then I can tell you the truth to your face. So Mayowa, thank you so much. You're doing a great job, and God bless everybody.
Amen. Thank you. I appreciate your call. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a bit funny. So a pastor is going around shaving people's head when they go to his church for service. I mean, that's another nonsense. There's so much nonsense going on. We have to just the options we have is say nothing, which is not an option. Okay, we can't choose that one, or say something and keep weeding these things out one by one. There's so much. I mean, sometimes in a day, I find the whole day overwhelming with the information that I get of things that are happening, what people are doing, what pastors are doing, what churches are doing, what denominations are doing. It's just out of this world. It's unbelievable. Soon, guys, I want to remind you about Shiloh, okay? Nobody should be paying Jack in any Shiloh this year. Yeah, and I'm going to keep saying that. We have another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello. Hello, Mayowa.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Fine. Good evening.
Good afternoon here, but good evening to you. Please share your experience.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Elliot.
Hello, Elliot. Go ahead. Share your experience, please.
Yeah. The other day I called. You said I should hold on to today that we talk about our experiences today.
Yes.
I just woke up now. I just had that. I discovered that we are online.
Yes.
My experience with Victory Life Bible Church.
Yes.
Which the general overseer is Ashodume.
Yes. The full name.
I think I'm communicating.
Yes. Go ahead. We can hear you. So say the full name of the pastor so that everybody knows who you're talking about.
Yes, that Pastor Achodume, that Lawrence Achodume.
Yes.
The branch, you have a branch in Lagos at Alagbado area.
Okay.
Where I was the secretary to the main forum. We were attending that church, me and my late wife. That was where we were attending.
Okay.
So she fell sick. When she fell sick, I was going to the hospital, and at the same time, they attached a resident pastor to me to be praying for her on daily basis without even seeing anything. You call yourself a pastor, which we believe that you are very close to God. At least when there is a problem like that, you really are a man of God. You really see or you hear from God. You would have been able to tell me exactly what is my problem. So as someone believe, as someone have confidence in these people, or knowing that it was just, they were just bamboozling me. I didn't know, even when somebody came to tell me, he told me that, look, this, your wife's sickness is a spiritual something. We have to take her to to a spiritual church. I said, how will I feel, or how will my pastor feel if they now come home here and discover that my wife is not at home? Where will I tell them that she is? I said, look, bros, I can't do this. My pastor, they are always coming here to pray, but they are not saying anything. He told me that I should not be afraid that she will not die. Eventually, she died. So that thing, I was so confused. I hate going to church. I don't want to associate with any of them. To the essence, when the sickness became very serious, they took me to one church. To one quack hospital. They said they should go and conduct tests. They came out. They told me that she's HIV positive. I said, how is it? How can she be HIV positive? If she's HIV positive, then me too will be HIV positive. The baby who is about 7 months old, that is breastfeeding, should be HIV positive. We conducted all the tests, my test, and the baby. It was not true. Then how can she alone be positive? Even if it is positive, person that has an HIV positive who have not blown to full aid, is he supposed to die? Am I communicating?
Yes, you are.
So this was how they bamboozled me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do because they were giving me close monitoring, close marking that I could not even take her to any other place to find out what really sadly was wrong, unknowing to me that it was just a problem from her family. I decided to take her to the father during the period, but my wife insisted that she's not going. You see, I'm not here. I lost her. Even when I took her to her this hospital at Abeokuta. I cannot. What's the name of this hospital? Lantoro, yes, Lantoro in Abeokuta. I took her there. Lantoro, yes, I can remember the name. I think it's Lantoro. All the tests they did, they didn't see anything. There was nothing found. Even the cough that we were worrying her, we get to Lantoro, she cannot even cough. There was no specimen. There was nothing to diagnose. I said, now, how do we now see? How do this man not come about? The first doctor we went to, how does he not come about this test he gave to us? So that was how I lost that woman. But this is me today now. Even the baby is in Belgium. My last baby is in Belgium. She's about 15 years old now. She's in Belgium now. She had nothing of any trace of that. She had that HIV coming.
So the church took you. Imagine. So the church took you to a doctor that says that she was HIV positive. The church took you there.
Yes, they took me to the hospital. They are the one that recommended the hospital to me. We went there. He said the doctor that owns the hospital is his friend, that we should go there. We went there. I don't think by now the pastor has left Ashodime. He's no longer working with Ashodime. I think he has opened his mouth because the man is so stingy. He don't release money for them. Everything you get from the church is directed to Abeokuta. If he's hearing, he knows he should ask of Enabulele in Victory Life Bible Church in AIT branch, Alagbado branch. They should trace my record there. They should go and ask the secretary to the main forum. I was the person. I'm not based in Italy, but my daughter now is in Belgium. She's about 15 years old now. She was 1 year 3 months old when the mother died. The sickness started when she was 7 months old. You understand me? These are one of those things. All these pastors, they don't see anything, they don't hear anything, but they keep on telling you, giving you stories that does not exist. When she finally died, we took her to the cemetery to bury her. My elder brother said they should open the casket. The woman said, the pastor said, no, they should not open the casket. My elder brother said, yes, we must open this casket. We must open it. They decided to leave. All of them ran away. All of them ran away.
I'm sorry, Elliot. I don't even know what to say right now. But I'm sorry about your loss. I'm really sorry about it. It's really sad. Thank you. But one of the lessons I've learned from this is that we need to know what we are doing as individuals, not rely on any Messiah human being to direct us and tell us what to do. It is, as an adult, it is our responsibility to make decisions about ourselves and our families. We don't need to wait for any pastors, any GO to tell you what to do. You're not an adult. What is the point of you being an adult or a responsible person that looks after other people when you look upon these people? So I do understand that they have brainwashed us a lot. Elliot, I know I have been in the same side of kind of shoes that without the pastors kind of saying, okay, let's do this. It's like, okay, you have to go to the pastor to ask for permission to do things. But that's another thing that we need to get rid of. We need to rid ourselves of this stupidity where we're listening to another human being on what to do. Yes, you can seek advice, but you don't have to do what they say. The responsibility stops with you. Okay, it's not with anybody else. So I've learned that lesson, and I hope other people will learn that lesson. I'm so sorry about your loss. It's such a painful thing to think that you honor them because of God, and yet this is what the outcome is. So I'm really sorry, Elliot.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just to conclude the story, when she finally died, when I took her we went to inform the father. The father confirmed fully that he was responsible for the death of the daughter, that he was not planning. The mission was not for him to kill the daughter, but rather to kill me, the husband. But he was surprised that what he did affected the daughter. The man is from Abia State, from Umopara in Abia State. I just have to tell you the truth, everything about it. Anybody can ask. It's the father's name is Walaka. It's not something that you had. In my street, anywhere in Lagos, people that knows me, they know what I passed through. 2006. It was just the grace of God that I did not get frustrated and even confused in taking care of the children. But by the special grace of God, I've been able to raise all of them. He died and left 4 children for me. I was able to raise all of them. By the special grace of God, all of them are okay. They are doing fine. 3 of them is with me now in Europe here. So I just put it upon myself and decided to take the bull by the horn and walk towards their success. Okay? So they just, I was so disorganized. I hate going to church. I don't want to associate with any of them because they misled me. Whether she would have been alive today or not, if you are a man of God and you know you did not see anything, why can't you tell your followers that, please, I am not, it's just like a doctor. If you take a patient to a doctor and you want the doctor to take care of a patient, he rely on you. The life of that patient is the hand of the doctor. If the doctor don't know anything about the sickness, he consults another doctor. Say, please come to my hospital. There is a patient here. The case is critical. How can we go about it? He will give you an idea. But in the idea of saying you don't know what you are doing and you continue to do it, deceiving the person that brought the patient in, that she will be okay, go and pay with social money, go and do this, go and do that. On the long run, the patient died. Who is responsible for the death? Is it not the doctor?
Yeah.
So if you did not see anything, if you are not a spiritual man, if you know you are not hearing anything from God, allow the people to go. Set us free. Let us go and kneel down and pray to our God by ourselves instead of deceiving us.
Yes.
I don't go to church. Nobody tell me what to do. I kneel down in my house. I pray to God. I cry to God. God listened to me. And since the death of my wife, I think I have not lacked anything. I only, when I have any difficulties, I cry to God in my room, and God answer me. No pastor have ever laid hand on me. I refuse since that day till today. I don't want it. I don't need them. I don't associate with any of them. I don't belong to any denomination because of the experience I got. It was just by the grace of God I'm able to survive it.
Thank God.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I will join you again next week when we are online. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you for giving me the permission to express myself.
Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you very much. You were great. Thank you. Wow, guys. I mean, it's heartbreaking. I think that story was really heartbreaking. And what Elliot was saying there is that if this pastor Chudume or the church or any pastor, if you don't know what the problem is, don't keep the people bound and start saying that a spirit is something when it's not that. And or saying that you're more spiritual. Anyway, on our side as individuals, laymen, right, as children of God, just like them, their spirituality is for them. Their spirituality is not for you to be babalawo or to be a witch doctor or a seer on your own life. That is nonsense. If everybody is a spirit being, you are a body. We have another caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mario. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just want to share a brief experience I had. Probably I might have shared it before. I can't remember. Okay. I came to this country in 2009.
Okay.
So
which country is that? Which country?
UK.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So before coming, this local church I used to go to in Nigeria, I used to go there. It's a young guy. I just go to the church because it's a young and vibrant guy. So when I applied for my visa, I was coming to study at that time. So the time, my visa is not still out, And I went to the church one Sunday, and the pastor was saying they need to buy a microphone in this church. So something just in my mind, I just stood up and I said I'm going to pay, and I paid the money, and I purchased the microphone for the church. Then the next thing, I went to check online, and I saw that your application is hard for pickup, So now I went to Lagos. So I was living in Benin at that time. Then I went to Lagos. When I went to Lagos, I went there to the VSF place. Yeah, I got my visa, and there was a visa. So I came back and I told the pastor, do you know that my visa is out? But the funny thing was that the visa has been issued like a month ago, and I have just like 14 days before resumption, So if then I'm out to the pastor, if the visa is out now, so probably because I paid for that thing, that was why I got released the visa that was being there, because the visa has been released since, but they couldn't give it out to me. And I told the pastor, and he now called me to his office. He's trying to coach me on how to do testimony. So that was like, I was really surprised. He taught me what to say. I said, this guy doesn't know who he's talking to. Then I went on the day, he said, we have Brother Max here, come and do your testimony. So he was hoping I'm going to say exactly how I was coached to say the testimony. Mario, can you imagine? I like they say in Benin, I fought the guy hand. I said two different. He wanted me to say, since I come to this church and I apply and I do this, when pastor pray for me, everything not changed. I just went there and said, thank you, church. I applied for a visa to study in the UK. God has done it for me. Thank God. His heart. Praise the Lord. Look, you can see the pastor's face. He was not happy because I did not give him some accolade. You understand? I did not put him in the picture. You understand me?
Yeah.
No, I did not say because I saw. After when I saw, that was why I got the visa. You can see this guy. He didn't want to talk to me. You understand? he just grabbed the mic. Thank you, brother. He took the mic off me. Then I told my friend, I said, this guy doesn't be fool. Before you even started this book, I started disrespecting the guy already. For him to even have coached me, me, so then both were worried. You want to colonize me. For him to have colonized me alone, that was a turn off for me. You understand me?
Yes.
And again, there's one girl, yeah. I tried to date her, like, okay, get married. He said, you know what? We'll go and see my pastor. I said, are you mad? You didn't want to go and see your father. What if I now asked the girl a simple question, what if I now go to see your pastor? And your pastor now said he saw the vision, I'm not the man for you, or whatever. So what are you going to do? Let's get to that. I said, you know what? Don't talk to me anymore. You're a pastor worshiper. Me, I don't do all those kind of things. You understand me? Me, I cannot go and see any pastor. If you told me to go and see your dad, yeah, that should be something different. Not telling me to go and see your pastor. Of what price are the pastor God? Look, I thought that you're very stupid. That's why you're still where you are. You're still stuck. You know, I remember the other time I told you when I went for an operation. Remember?
Yes.
I did an operation for glaucoma. I remember what happened when I went to Christ Embassy.
Yeah.
When the pastor asked me that how much is the money to do the operation? I said that time it was 250 grand. You know, that was in 2003. It was 250,000. And the Christ Embassy pastor said, "And do you have faith?" I said, "Yes." So if you have faith, there's nothing God cannot do. Just bring the money and sow. Then the operation will be gone. I said, see this guy. So you know what I told the guy? I said, you know what? It's my mom that's going to pay. And I was like, it was me that's going to pay. I said, you know what? Let me tell my mom. If my mom agree, we'll sow the seed. We'll sow. I said, oh, God, I wrong. You know, look at the pastor. He's even bleaching. So that guy is not close to God. How will a man of God be bleaching anyway? So that one says the floor. It was a turn off for me. But the guy is bleaching already. So anyway, that's my little experience of how this. And I thank God people like you are here. Do you know that since I start telling the truth or calling them, you know, on my Facebook, I always share videos, I always come around. A lot of people, they don't talk to me.
Good.
Because Christians, they don't like truth. Trust me. The most gullible people are Christians. You understand me? They don't, and you know what they'll tell you? Don't, wait, I want to remember what they normally say.
Touch not the anointed.
Yeah, you know the level, you know. They don't tell you about the man of God. I said, listen, as a Christian, we should have critical analysis, critical thinking. We lack it. You know, in this country, if you ask a child to do something, the child will say why. He wants to know the reason. We as a Christian, we don't ask questions. You just say something, you just go about it, and if you talk. And you know, these Christians here, they are so hypocritical. It's easier for them to criticize Buhari.
Yes.
But if you talk about their pastor, I want you to do research on this pastor, Jeremiah. That guy's another crook.
Okay.
Jeremiah.
If you send me videos about him, I'll review it.
That guy. He has an hotel, like he's placed in Warri. Yeah. Okay. The church, they have an hotel. If you want to see the daddy of the Lord so quick, the higher the money for the lodging, that's when you see him quicker.
Wow.
He came to Europe or visit, asked them, he was collecting money, God forbid, but to me, I'm see, you know, like the British colonized us, I have recolonized myself from this bondage, this mental slavery. You see these guys, they hypnotize people and they prey on people's weakness. You understand me?
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
You know, the white people, they use initiative and wisdom and their sense to develop themselves. Why we think we just disturb God. Pray. Somebody is sick. Go to the hospital and be praying at home. No, they'll say no. Everything must be demon. Everything must be you have attack. Do you understand me?
Yes.
I was watching one idiot one, the Ghanaian pastor. He was, how did they call it, prophesying. And the guy said no. He said no. He talked to two things. The guy said, you know what? I don't want to prophesy again. You don't want the Holy Ghost to work. How can God be a author of confusion? Do you understand me? I'm tired of these people anyway. I thank God I don't believe them. My 1 penny is not going to fall for them. I cannot work 8 hours work a day and go and give them 1,000 pounds. Am I crazy?
Thank you.
What's caused that? No problem anyway. Take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. That caller was funny. That was Don Scale. He's really funny. Thank you very much. Guys, I really do want to say some things before we move on. Okay, we have another caller already. I think it would be nice if I have a few minutes to talk after that. But anyway, let's go. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Oh, that line is cut off. I don't know why. Okay. So it's really interesting, some of these calls, and I just want to touch on some of the points that were raised there that we need to highlight. Another caller. Hello, caller. be nice to say, like, can you turn off the one in the background, please? Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. Please share your experience.
Oh yeah. No. Well, I'm Aditola. Had corresponded with you on many occasions.
Hello. Thank you very much for calling today.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I should have given you some time. I can call back.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Anyway, thanks for the opportunity to call in. I've always wanted to call in. I've never really had the chance, but I've communicated with you, and you've been very gracious to answer my text to you on many occasions. Anyway, some of the problems I've seen, and the reason that people are being scammed over and over again, is because people have abandoned, their own individual study of the Word of God, and they prefer their pastor to hear from God and be their proxy to God. And this is always the problem. And this is one thing I tell my friends: if you want to hear God speak to you audibly, like you want your pastor to be the proxy for God, just get the Bible and read it loudly. God will speak to you audibly when you read the Bible audibly. That's the best way that God can speak to people, audibly. And this idea that you give to the man of God, and so that the man of God can spend the money on God's behalf for you, it's just idiotic.
Yes.
And we were not always like this. I've been around for a while. Back in the 70s and 80s, people actually attended. We didn't have a lot of Pentecostal churches, around in Nigeria. And in those days, people actually do go to church and hear the word of God. And we didn't have all these give money to seed and give money to raise altars back then.
Yes.
But Babangida happened in Nigeria. We became very poor, and then all these idiotic teachings started. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the fault is all the pastors' fault, but a lot of people suddenly began to find ways to get rich suddenly, and then they found pastors who would equally take their money from them and tell them whatever they wanted to hear. And then we have all of these things mushrooming all over the place. And that's why we have all these Achudumes, his wife, and all these other plethora of pastors all over the place, And now we're spreading all this nonsense across Africa and all the other African countries in Ghana. And the Pastor Jeremiah, this last brother who called just now, was talking about. And the whole place is full of it, and people are stealing from our people and making our people even more poor. It's so sad. I really want to thank you and Dr. Adelaja and all these wonderful people for the work you are doing.
Thank you. Very
and
much.
Thank you for always responding to my mail. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Wow, interesting. Yes, that caller. I think we have spoken. We have communicated an email a few times. So, guys, I was going to say previously that we shouldn't, just like this caller just said, that we don't need a medium. Okay, if God really is truly your father, you do not need to pay somebody else to get to your father. Things that they use like spirituality, you're also a spirit being. You have your spirit, body, and mind. So those three are important. God made you like that. You are those things. So nobody should say, oh, they are more spiritual. Why would they be more spiritual? Why do you even want to go to somebody that is more spiritual than you? You don't need to. Because if you want to go to somebody that is more spiritual than you to tell a God that is above all of us, then there's a problem there already. You're already relegating yourself, and you have really giving yourself to the person that you're going to the middleman. So that middleman becomes your God, and the God of that middleman is the one that the middleman is going to. So why would you want to do that? You want direct access. It's like saying that you don't want, even to your partner, to your wife or your husband, that you have to have a middleman to do things that you should be doing directly with your wife or with your husband. It's ridiculous. Or as a child with my parents, I have to tell my parents, friends, or even some of my own friends to go through them to go to my dad or my mom. It's not right. That is not how we should be in society. And the other thing that I've noticed is about challenges. Challenges happens in life, guys. People die early. Children die, adults die, sickness happen, a lot of things happen. Not all of them are, by evil or some demons, or something happened, or they call it spiritual. I don't even know how they even term this to be spiritual. Those things happens in life. They are sad, they are painful. Seek the lessons in them and let them lift you, let them increase you in knowledge and wisdom. Don't be so bamboozled with nonsense. We have a caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello, caller. Hello? Hello? I don't know what's happening. So let me play this guy again, and then we'll move on. Let's go. Actually, I'll probably do analysis on this.
When ignorance and materialism become an institution, truth becomes rebellion.
So did you hear that? It's like when ignorance and materialism becomes an institution. It's an institution in Nigeria. When preachers does things that are wrong, they lie, they deceive, and then they say, because I'm a preacher, nobody should say anything. Like Funke, that their cane is not in your hands. Yes, nobody's cane is in anybody's hand, but to keep you quiet, if ignorance and materialism becomes an institution, then the truth become rebellion. That is really key. When you start to speak the truth, they start saying that you're rebellious against the man of God. They start using words like you're judging them, judge not my anointing. They start using words like something that happens to somebody. They'll start giving you stories from the Bible that something happened to Miriam and something happened to... Please, I'm not Miriam, okay? And you're not Miriam either. The context is totally different from this. And even if it is, that happened in the Bible. This is a just thing that you're saying. You're saying the truth. So they start saying that you're rebellion. Who are you rebellious to? Are you rebellious to your pastor, or you're rebellious to God? I'd rather be rebellious to my pastor, and I would not be rebellious to God. What about that? So we have the caller again. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello. Please share your experience.
Hello.
Hello, caller.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead and share
am
your
I calling into Love Lounge Couch?
Yes, you are.
Hello?
Hello, yes, you are. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Sister Stella.
Hello, Stella. Welcome. Thank you
Hello,
very
can
much.
you hear me better now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, my God.
I can hear you.
My
Just
first
speak.
time.
Just speak. I can
Can
hear
you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to contribute to what's going on. Am I live?
Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm so excited.
Go on.
I just want to share my experience.
Good.
Hello?
Go. Yes, go. Just speak. Just speak.
Oh, my God.
Go
This
ahead.
is my first time. I'm trying to get through.
I said, go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead and speak, please.
Hello?
You don't need to hear me. Just speak.
Yeah.
Just speak.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, my God. Hello?
Can you just
Am
talk?
I through?
Yes.
I can't hear myself. I can hear you.
Yes, you can talk. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on there. So until that is fixed. Okay. Can hear you. Just speak. Okay. I don't know why that wasn't coming through to her. So we'll wait for the call. So guys, I just want to tell you, please don't relegate yourself from your Father in heaven. Don't relegate yourself to any pastor, any preacher. Respect people, love people, everybody equally. Don't start saying, okay, the men of God, they have a special way that you have to respect them. It's nonsense. No man of God or any woman of God deserve to be respected better than even the next person next to you. No. we all deserve to be respected. If people do something wrong and they lose your respect, then flee from them. That's another issue entirely. Wow, this person turned into a video call. Hello? Wow. So please, everybody, you need to take hold of yourself. Don't relegate yourself. Don't suspend your sound mind that God has given you. You need those things that God has given you. You are also spiritual. So, and if anybody is spiritual, they're not spiritual for you. They're spiritual for themselves, for their life on earth, for their own purpose. So don't rely on the person's spirituality to save you. Your spirituality is for you to do what you're supposed to do on earth. Likewise, that person's spirituality is for them, is to navigate through this earth. Their spirituality is not for them to be your babalawo or your medium to God. All right? So, the caller again. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello. Stella,
Hello.
Stella, can you just share your experience?
Hello?
Can you share your experience, please?
Oh my God. Please, it's my first time. Just be patient with me. Can I share my thoughts too?
Yeah.
Or it's like a testimony?
Share your experience.
Can you hear me?
Yes, share your experience, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just came out of all these things past 2 weeks, and it's been tough on me. So, and I've been trying to get you guys online, and it's been difficult. So, if you guys are hearing me, I thank God.
Yes.
Because I don't feel if you're hearing, but I just want to speak on and believing you're hearing. Mm-hmm. I share my thoughts, and I've been frequenting this church. I've been frequenting this church, and my experience there has been heartbroken. It's been heartbroken, and it's been heartbroken. And but I thank God. I thank God of what that I'm finally out, because I thought I could help them, but at the same time, me myself, I needed a help too. One day, how I come to knowing about this is because I was praying, die like them too, but I never understood anything up until one night we were having Friday praying meeting, and so we were all praying, die. At a particular time, I just opened my eyes, so I saw the sister that was leading the prayers doing that, as if she's doing enchantment, or not enchantment, but like incantation. So immediately I got myself. I said, no, this can't be God. This can't be Christ. I mean, I could see all the hate, all the way she was pouncing, that. So from that day, my problem started. I started having problems. I started thinking, am I in the right place, or am I not in the right place? Up until, in fact, thank God for computer, I went into computer. In fact, I became confused of my life and the Christianity I was into. So one day I was navigating on the internet like this, and I saw, that's why it's also good when you say share. It's really working, because if you guys were not sharing enough, maybe I wouldn't have gotten to one of the videos or the things. So I saw where it was some Adelaja officials. I saw where they wrote, "Is your church a cult?" The thing just struck my head. What is the church a cult? So I clicked. So I started watching, and I found what I had. So that day it was like, what? So this thing I'm thinking, this thing I saw is true. So from there, that was when I started having all these U-turn. I started following some Adelaja. I started, I went into the YouTube, other videos and other topics he was dealing on. So on all other videos, he dealt on. So that was how I really started. In fact, I became born again. I also went to this book, the book of John. So I read book of John. This book of John, I've been reading it before. I read it and I had another meaning, where Jesus was saying that he gave us 2 commandments. love the Lord your God, and love one another. Yes. I said, how come we are not being taught this in the church? I mean, I've been so many years in church, but when I come out, my character is like an unbeliever. That's me. Then you can imagine the pastor himself. You can't do anything with the so-called man of God. He's only holy when he's using the microphone. When he comes down, he becomes worse than unbelievers. There I knew we had a problem, but I couldn't lay my hands on where the problem was coming from. So, but I knew that every other person, including me, because the Bible will tell us, renew your mind, renew your mind. I believe that we're supposed to be having changes and getting better every day of our life whilst we are going to church and fellowshipping with one another. But I was not noticing it. Even myself, I was not changing. I come to my house becomes fire. I go to the church. The man of God will preach. He will preach, but he will use like he will preaching is not like telling you how to live your life or something. No, he will like use a cane and flog you and tell you how devil and how wicked you are. So at the end of the day, it was like, oh, there's something wrong. So I thank God I got you guys through internet, and I also got you Mayowa, and I started listening, and my life has been changed, even my family's life. So at the end of the day, with our relationship with the church, I thought I could help to correct. One day I called the man of God. I told him, listen, and so we are doing it not correct. Let's change this, so that we can, be online with what the word of God said. If not so, that it will be like that we are fake church. You know what he answered me? That fake church has been there. So it's like, if I'm fake church, we've been there. So it's not like it's a new thing, being a fake church. I was shocked. Wow. He wasn't ready to listen. He wasn't ready to take correction. In fact, why he hates me and my family was that we're always correct. Why should we correct? He said at the very time, we should leave him when he goes to heaven, that God will correct him. So I was telling him, that's if you're able to reach heaven, and then God can correct you. So it's a strange word. Hello, I don't know if you're still hearing me.
Yes, we're hearing you.
So because this is my first time.
We're hearing you.
So I hope I'm not talking to myself.
No.
So that's it. Maybe I should just stop for now and find out if you guys heard all the things I said. Maybe next time I call more.
Yes.
Thank you, and God bless everybody.
Amen.
Bye.
Thank you, Sister Stella. Thank you. Well done, caller. We heard everything. Thank you very much. Another person wants to call. Please wait, Frank. Actually, I think maybe I'll be calling people back. Just say that you want to call so that I can share some of these things and let us kind of rub minds together. Not that somebody is just saying it and we're not rubbing minds together. So I can also read your comments. So this caller that called Stella, thank you very much. I appreciate you, Sister Stella. You said thank you. I appreciate your call and for sharing your experience. But you didn't tell us exactly what happened in the church. You were just saying that the church was they were praying, which is enough actually. I think that in itself is enough, and it's a lesson we need to learn. She goes to a church where they're saying die, 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 die. Hello caller, please wait a sec. Please wait, caller, okay? Wait a moment. Okay. So she was in this church where they were calling, they were praying die, 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 die prayers. And she was able to realize, she just opened her eyes and realized that this was wrong. It's not of God. And then she started asking questions. And that's where her problem started. And correcting also, her problem started. And one thing she also mentioned there that also would help other people, especially when we say share, is that this sharing works. She said that thank God for internet. If it's not for the fact that she shared, and it was shared, she would not have seen it and go to Dr. Sunday Adelaja's blog, and saw a video about is your church a cult, which is really important because a lot of people, they don't see these videos unless you share. That's how this social media works. You have to share with as many people as possible so that others can see. So that's a great encouragement when you want to share, when you don't want to share, why you should share. So that's a great one. But one thing that she did say is that after she started listening to Dr. Sunday's teaching, and she started with the one, is your church a cult, she started to read a Bible again. This is one thing as well. I know we've said it so many times to read your Bible. I'm also guilty of this, and I'm working on that now. We need to read our Bible. Don't rely on another man to read it and interpret it to you. It is your responsibility. We all need to grow up as children of God. We need to grow up to full adults and adult behavior. You must read your Bible. If you follow Christ, why are you not even reading the story? Just for the story's sake, to know what happened during Christ's time, the person that you were following. Do you want to know everything about them? It's like if you have a relationship, you want to know everything about your partner, about your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You want to know everything about them. So the least you can do if you're following Christ is to read the Bible and get to know what happened during his time and before his time that was in the Bible. Get some insight so that nobody will fool you with nonsense, because that's what's happening. Let us be Berean Christian, like one of us said. I think it was earlier this week. We must read the Bible. And then another thing, you've been going to church all these years. Your life have not transformed for the better. You're more fearful. You're more reclusive. You don't hang around with your family and your friends anymore. They're not good enough for you anymore. That is not a church. You are in a cult. Okay? You are going to a cult if that's how your life has been playing out. Since you started going to church, you don't even put on makeup, you don't dress well, you're just going to enter, work, church, home, work, church, home, and you're saying that your life is at peace. Your life is not at peace. God did not create you to be alone. God did not create you to recluse yourself in one place. The world is big. You should be mingling with everybody. Black, white, green, Chinese, everybody. Don't say, oh, these are my people. Oh, these are the people that should be around. This and that. No. Everybody on this earth is your people. Not one set of people. Not one tribe. Like that charlatan, Funke Felix Adejuma said that they're a different tribe. Blah, blah, blah. Nonsense. Those tribes are not there for you to be separated, to have different denomination or different doctrines. No, they are there so that you will come together as one. That is the essence. We are different so that we could come together as one in love. Doesn't mean that we have to do exactly the same thing. Appreciate somebody for who they are. Appreciate yourself for who you are as well. Know that yes, you are different, but it does not mean that you should be in one pack. With your likes. No, you should be with other people. So churches that try to isolate you, they tell you not to go to this, don't go to your family house, don't go to your friends, don't do this, don't do that. Lies. And if you see that your life is not transforming for the better, that is not a place that you should be. Okay? That is not a place that you should be. If you don't trust people, if you're more wary of people, that is not of God. As a human being, you need to trust one another in love. Yes, people are going to make mistakes. People are going to do you wrong, but don't hate them. Just move on, but do not hate. So another thing is that explore God around you. I think I mentioned that, this lady said, you have to explore everything around you. Don't just say, okay, I'm just going to read my church book or my pastor's book or this. The whole world was created for you. The whole world, not just England, not just Nigeria, not just South Africa, not just Uganda, not just America. Everywhere is created for you. Your Father in heaven created everything with the people that He has given sound mind, that utilize their sound mind. You ought to utilize your own sound mind as well. You are created to explore everywhere, and do it with joy, that this is what God has done for you, not always looking for what is missing everywhere. And be bold. It is important that you're bold. Challenge these people. That is why I love the Don't Keep Quiet video that I played earlier, and I hope I will play it again. There was somebody that wanted to call. I'm going to call him back. It was so obedient. Well, I don't like to use obedient, but it was so kind to hang up. So I'm going to call him back now. I hope he's still available to the call. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, caller. Thank you for your patience. So go ahead and share your experience.
Okay, I'm Frank, and then calling from Ikorodu, Nigeria.
Well done. Thank you.
All right, I have been to a lot of churches for my teenage years.
Yeah.
And some time ago, long time ago, back there in Word of Life, one of the pastors came and said that if you have 200, you should bring it. I was shocked. And I said, 200 naira. If I don't give it, then I have sinned. I said, but this is not right. That was when I left the church.
Okay.
Word of Life, so many years ago. When I left the church, I joined the Baptist. I saw that the Orthodox was so slow. I also left. They ended up with, recently with Redeem. God blessed me so much, so I believe in the seed sowing and the harvest to the church. I gave so much money. But when the tide changed, I became not really broke, but I was not having this inflow. So I had to pay fees of my children. I met the pastor, and he said that just some 100, and then he couldn't even raise the money. So eventually he raised the money and gave it to me, and then I paid back after getting some, return on my investment. Though he told me to sow seeds, then I was already worried about sowing seeds. It was during this period I discovered DSA, and I said, this is the reactivation of what I knew about the gospel. So I started listening. When I returned the money to the pastor, he gave me a chilling story of how he got the money. And I asked him, I said, so you don't have the money to give me? Even if it's borrowed, he said, no, he could not take the money from the church. So he had to, keep part of the money, he could not record some part of the money in the register. So he had to lie to the church that this particular part of the money is not yet given to the church. So now I have returned the money, I cannot return the money. And I said, wow, so the church cannot even give back to somebody that that has been giving so much? Then I now knew that it was a charade. Everything about it is a charade. Up to now, I don't do anything of that nature again. I just listen, I just follow you guys, and I'm just fine. And I've been revived. Nothing special, nothing. I've been enjoying my life. I've been free. I've been liberated. My family is so free. My money is well kept. Everything is going on well. Everything is fine. I pray. I worship God on my own. And I'm fine. I listen to Abel Damina from Uyo. All this, now my eyes are open. You guys are doing very great. I pray that I am able to attend the HMT in November.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we're hearing you. Go ahead.
So that's my experience. Even when I went to church recently, one of the enemy killing programs for 30 days, I went some time and I told my friend, are you sure these enemies will die? We are the enemies. We are all in the church. We are the enemies now. Everybody's in the church. So are we keep fighting ourselves? And I told them, I said, look, there's no enemy. We are the enemy of ourselves. We are not studying the Bible. When we're in the church, he said we are going to spend the whole night. So let us buy something. I bought something, and then after all the prayers, the prophet, he said the prophetic seed, and that if you don't give the prophetic seed, all the prayers are rubbish. I now look at my friend. I say, you see, this is what I'm saying. The reason for all these prayers for 30 days is to raise money. They don't really give a shit about you.
Yes.
So that day she felt bad. She felt bad. I said that I said, look, you don't even know me very well. I have given so much. I've given cars. So I've built a whole church. So the issue of me not giving now, I have been liberated.
Yes.
I cannot be under any shelter anymore.
Yes.
I used to go to camp, and I told my wife, this is slavery.
I don't need to come here. Because at the end of the day, what will you hear? Shunammite woman or Elijah. Everything that has to do with the power that is given to a man of God, that's what you hear. So you were not kept perpetual bondage. Nobody preaches about the gospel, the good news. Nobody. Because they know if they preach it, they will have no stake. They will have no power over you.
Of course. They know that.
They know that. So they stay away from it. And as soon as they saw my posting in Facebook and my position, even in the church, they called me. They said they are going to take the house. They took the house solution from my house. And then at the end of the day, they said they're going to bring the house solution. I said, look, you better keep the house solution. Take the house solution away from now.
Brilliant.
Because this time I will attend and I will tell them that, in fact, I will be very rebellious against you, so don't just bring it back to my house. So the pastor said, it's my tribe. I said, it's good to bring it and that I should continue to. I said, I'm going to preach in your own house fellowship. Whatever that is wrong, I will tell you. If something is wrong in your manual, I will tell you that this is wrong, and that is not the Bible.
Brilliant.
Because I am not of today. Why I did not even grow in Christianity? It was because of all these things that I was seeing. They were not in line with the words of God I got in the 80s. I said, so I began to fight myself all these years. I kept fighting myself. I said, this is not right. This is not right. I'll tell my wife, this is not right. How can we all gather just fighting against enemy? When the Bible said that you should pray for your enemies and do good to those that persecute you. Where is it in the church? There's no law. There's nothing. In fact, members today in the church, if you want to get something from them, they prefer to give it to God than to give it to you to help you. You cannot get any. Nobody can borrow you money.
No.
Nobody in the church. Nobody will borrow you except those that God Himself spoke to give you something. So I told the pastor, so I cannot get anything from the church. He said, that's how it's structured. That was why I told him that this is all wrong, because the church actually supposed to help people and not to take from them. Even if they take from people, they should give it to the others that do not have.
Yes.
He said, but that is the structure.
Caller,
he said there's no money in it.
Caller, somebody have two questions for you. One said that what you said that you were very blessed when you started going to the Redeem. So she was asking that how were you blessed? What did you have? Because this is another problem. People think that they are blessed because they're going to a denomination. Do you have a job that was blessing you, or we are just blessed because you attended a Redeemed church?
I was working in an oil company.
Okay.
I was working and I was getting promotions.
Okay.
So the issue of being blessed because I was going to Redeem is a lie.
Okay. So that's what they want to establish that. And another caller wanted to know also, another person said that which church was it? And I think I've answered that. That's Redeem. Right?
Yes, it's Redeem.
Yeah. Yes, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
They all know this. You cannot get anything back from the church. After getting all this information and getting free from these charlatans, I now joined another church. Then I was not still having cash. So I called the general overseer because I have his number. He didn't know me. I called him. I said, look, I needed 300K to sort my kids out. He just said that he is not in charge of finances, that I should just call, I should go to the church and meet the people in charge. I wondered. When I went there, I couldn't get anything. They couldn't even attend to me. They started asking questions that I could not even answer. When did you come to the church? How long have you been here? Have you been paying tithe?
Wow,
people,
interesting.
They are better than where I'm coming from. And I quietly stayed away. I said, okay, fine. If I want to go, I will go to the program and then I will live my life. And that has been the case now. So if I don't want to go, I'm fine. But if I want to go, it's okay.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your experience with us.
So that's my experience.
Yes, a lot of food for thought. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right.
You are doing a great job. May God bless you. Keep you on.
Amen. Thank you. Thanks, Frank. Wow, guys, that's a lot of information there. But I'm so glad for you guys, the questions that you asked. So, what I want to say about this, the things I want to say, sometimes things is not working out for us and we think that we have to go from one place to the other, or because we have to be in a certain place for that thing to work out for us. Again, that's a lot of fallacy. Things work out. It doesn't matter where you are. It works out if you know the process for that thing to work. So if you have a job or you have a product and that product is much needed in that environment and in that society, it would work in that environment. So for you to start saying that you have to take yourself from one church, because the caller started from Word of Faith, he said, then Baptist, then he ended up in Redeem, and things was working out for him. That's another thing. That's syncretism. If you think that if you're in a denomination, that's when things will work out for you, is nonsense. It's just, as you are moving around, time is changing as well. Things are changing in your life. You're gaining more knowledge. So what you might be doing when you get to one destination might be something that you already cracked the nut. You already cracked what you needed to do. And then you would attribute it to where you are. No. It's just because time has passed. Even in life now, the knowledge that we have as human now is far, far greater than the knowledge of our fathers or our forefathers, because we are combining the knowledge of all these people together. Okay? And if things doesn't work out, maybe things change again and you think, oh, it's because of where I am that things is not way. You can't start thinking like that. You have to think that, what are the things that I need to do? What are the services and the products that I need to have in this environment that things is going to work for you? It's not because of denomination that you're going to do well. If you look around you and you are the only one that is doing well, or maybe 10% of you are doing well and 90% are not doing well, then you cannot attribute that to the church or to the denomination. You have to know surely that you are doing something that makes it work, or you're not doing something well that doesn't make things work for you. So you have to seek that knowledge. That is why you will not perish. You have to go and seek the knowledge to make sure that things work in the right way that it should. You have to find the processes, the procedures that it's required for that thing to work. Don't attribute it to being a winner or being a redeemer. Nonsense. Jesus is not a winner. Jesus is not a redeemer. It's not like a member of any of these churches. And he did what he has to do. He didn't attribute any of the things that he has to do based on the denomination. It's just on the truth and love that he had for people when he was here on earth. So this is the same thing that you have to do. You have to have love for people, and you have to stand by the truth and use your sound mind for God's sake. So not attributing everything to this or to that. And knowing that you're called unto freedom, you're not bound. I've heard so many times they give you position in church and you think because of your position in church you don't leave. You already tie yourself up in a rope. Not even a rope. You tie yourself up in a chain when you do that. When you don't want to be house fellowship master or whatever they call you to be, or they ask you to be, you don't do those things. You tell them no. You have other dreams, other passion, other things that God has showed you that you want to do. Stop bounding yourself by position. Oh, I'm a pastor in this church, so I don't want to say anything. Then your God is that duty that you're doing. Your God is not Almighty God, because you're not even aligning with Him. Somebody has already set your cause, and that cause is for you to be a pastor. That cause is for you to be a house leader. And then that's where your life is bound. Your life is blocked. You're being boxed into that. Don't allow that to happen to you. Forget position. Forget the accolades of people. You have to just be who God wants you to be. And it's not even bound in church or in a position at all. We have a caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Go ahead and share your...
Hello.
Hello, go ahead. Wow. I don't know what happened there. All right, guys. Maybe the caller will call back. Let's go.
The moment ignorance becomes a chief in the place. People that speak the truth look like the troublemakers. No, they're not the troublemakers, they're the truth speakers.
Yes, and this is the thing as well. Where there's ignorance, when you speak the truth, they would say you're a troublemaker. Where there's ignorance, when you post things like this onto your wall, they would say you're not of Christ, you're an antichrist. Or they'll start saying that you're deviating, you're backslidden. That's all lies, it's deception. To tell you that you're backsliding for doing what God put in your heart and taking an action as a responsible, sound-minded person, and somebody else then putting you down straight away to say that you're backsliding, that in itself is wrong. So for that reason, you must know that they have ignorance there. Don't hate them. Just know that that is a place full of ignorance, and do what is in your heart, what God has put in your heart to do.
Lose ground for these folks. Don't keep quiet. Put it on your Facebook. Bombard WhatsApp.
Don't keep quiet. Go on your Facebook. Bombard WhatsApp with your truth. Let the people that wants to not be your friend, let them not to be your friend. Let them fall off. You know, sometimes you put some things on WhatsApp and some people will delete you. Let them delete you. Hello. Omonika, good afternoon. Just give me a few minutes, yeah? Stay on the line, okay?
All right.
Yes.
All right.
So go online, put everything you want to put. If people they decide they don't want to be your friend anymore, you also accept that. You know, that they don't want to be your friend, they're not ready for this. But for you not to do these things and you're worried about what your pastor is going to say, what somebody is going to say, you're not living as a human being. You're living as, I don't know what I can say. I don't want to use any too harsh of a word, but you must be a human being. You're created to be a human being. So bombard everything you want to be. If they fall off, let them fall off, and give you space to add more people that are using their sound mind on your social media. So let's listen to the caller here is Monica. Hello, Monica, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mayowa. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
I want to talk about my experience as well.
Okay.
Yeah, back then, there was one guy who gave me a number.
Yes.
Pastor.
Yes.
So they said the pastor sees a long time ago anyway, not now. So the pastor, they said if I call the pastor can help me pray about some issues that I was having then. So I got the number and I called him and all that. So he started saying so many things, you know. They want to say what you want to hear. You know, they will say what you want to hear. It's not as if they are saying anything. Later I now understand that they are not saying anything, but they will do as if they see things. They want to hear, they will ask you so many questions and they just use their maybe their little mind to translate everything.
Yes.
You thinking they are using the Spirit of God.
Yes.
So what happened was that he told me that I should be expecting some money. You know, so definitely when you're working, you expect your salary, isn't it?
Of course. Yes.
He said I should be expecting some money, and the money will come and all that. And so when money comes, I shouldn't forget the 10%. At that time, I used to pay tithes a lot. So I said, don't worry, I'll pay the 10%. So when I got the money, I now sent, I didn't pay all the 10% to him because I divided it to two. I sent one to him and I paid one in my church. So when I told him that, he was so angry with me. That was when I started thinking, you know, he was very, very angry. And he said, what do you mean? Did that person pay for you? I said, that's my church. I said, that's my local church. That's where I go. So when I was having the problem, I said, I wasn't having any problem. I just wanted you to pray with me. For something that I was expecting. It wasn't the money anyway that I was expecting. And when you mentioned the money, and so when the money comes, I think I should give to my church as well. So he was very, very angry and he was so rude to me and said, what do you mean? And all that. I couldn't believe the pastor can be so, he was so mean and he was abusive and all that. So since then, I never call him anymore. And I stopped even before this was a long time ago before I met DSA. So that was when I now knew that when I now met DSA, I now knew that all these people, they are just thieves. Yes. They don't see nothing. They will be asking you, they know if you are fat, they will say you have fat person in your family. Definitely, if you're fat, someone will be fat definitely in your family.
Yes.
So I mean, if my mom is clean, my dad might be fat. So I mean, or my aunties can be big as well. So how will you be saying all that? So I just want people to wise up. Yes. Wake up and smell the coffee.
Yes.
You cannot be this. You can't be dumb for life.
Yes.
Yeah. I will tell people, just wake up. Wake up. Don't give your money to all these pastors. They are just manipulators. They can't see nothing. They cannot see anything. Wake up. Thank you, Mayowa, for this opportunity.
Thank you.
That's all I'm going to say now. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank you. Wow. Guys, honestly, we all need to know. For me, I don't even like this prophecy, like they're having prophecy, because there's no point in you telling me these prophecies. I still have to take the actions that is needed. That prophecy, you telling me the prophecy is not going to make it happen. Okay, so I was never interested in prophecy. It was a total waste of my time when people talk about it. And so you should also consider it, that what's the point of them telling you this prophecy? Caller, please hold on a minute. So what's the point of them telling you this prophecy? There's no point at all. Why? Why tell you that, oh, you're going to be rich? Well, so I still have to work. I'm not just going to sit down and be rich. Or what's the point of them telling you that the person that is on your life is your mother's sister, and you want me to hate her? You want me to carry grudges? I don't want to operate that way. So I don't really get the point of all these prophecies. A waste of time, waste of your life. You don't need it. How many prophecy was Jesus going and doing prophecy? He did what he had to do. He did the miracle that he had to do. He loved people, and he saved people. That was it. What is all this prophecy? All this, just keep quiet. I'm not interested. All right. So you guys, you also need to have that kind of mentality where you don't need that. You're happy with God. God has done so much wonderful things for you. You don't need the prophecy. You don't need all of the things that they're offering to give you. You just need to love God, and everything will fall into place. Love God and love people, and everything will fall into place. We have a few people that said they want to call. So if you want to call, you can call now. If you're still online, please go ahead and call now if you want to call. So I'm going to play this video again. That last caller dropped off, so I'll play this.
All over Twitter. You don't keep quiet. You lose your reputation the moment you want to serve Jesus. Forget reputation.
So that's the thing. You don't keep quiet. Forget reputation. Forget who's going to like you, who's not going to like you. It's not your business that somebody like you or somebody don't like you. You do your thing. Your business is you do you. Do what you are supposed to do. Do what God has sent you to do. Align yourself with God. Do it. If some people like it, that's good. If some people don't like it, that's okay as well. You just have to trust where they are. It's none of your business to worry about who likes you, who doesn't like you, who thinks that you're doing the right thing. No, just trust yourself, because there's God in you, and trust the God in you. Hello, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Please share your experience.
Can you hear me?
Yes, share your experience, please.
Yeah, thank you so much for this program,
Thank you.
I'm so happy for this program, and I have so many experience. I have so many experience from these so-called pastors.
Okay.
Even till date. These people who call themselves or who see themselves as men of God, most of them are real scammers. I am a victim of it. I have something to say and to tell people. People should start studying their Bible on their own. They should stop believing all these so-called men of God that comes online telling them all sorts of lies. God told them this. God told them that. Could you imagine my sister that my mom was sick and my brothers at home took my mom to one of these churches. The woman of God or woman of dog let me call her like that, asked us to bring 250,000 naira. Are you there?
Yes, we're here.
Asked us to bring 250,000 naira. That the money is the money that we're supposed to pay for canopy for the burial of my mother. That when we pay this money, that my mom will not die. And she will come to our family and do their deliverance or whatever. When they called me here, I was just laughing because my own mumu don't do since 8 years ago. When I came out from Nigeria. I now called my elder brother that if he cannot answer my own prayers, I'm praying for my mom to get well again. If only this woman that call herself a woman of God is the one that will heal my mother, let my mother die. I am not going to send any money to them. They were like, why am I like this? Why am I like this? I said, because if God said that ask, you shall receive. Knock, the door will be open to you. That means it's not only those people that call themselves pastor have the right channel to God. You yourself also can pray yourself out.
Yes.
You can deliver yourself. The only thing you need to do is to pray and be patient.
Yes.
Aside this people, pray and be patient. Because prayer goes with patience. But most of us today doesn't have patience. All we need is sharp prayer and answer. That is why these scammers who call themselves, who parade themselves as pastors, are succeeding. They are just succeeding. So my dear sister, this thing, I challenge God on that. It's today my mom is healthy.
Brilliant.
She's alive.
Brilliant.
I did not pay shit.
Brilliant.
My husband lose work for 3 good years. I have 2 kids. For 3 years there is no job. No, I know how we are managing them. But I challenge God with my 2 nails on the ground. I told God that I know that if you are the God that used to answer other people, you will answer me because you said that I should ask. That means you did not say only pastor should ask for me, or only reference to write a book or bring water for me to drink before you give me this. I prayed and God answered us, gave us job when we lose hope. All we need in life, everybody listens to my voice. All you need in life is patience. In everything you are doing. If you are working, you need patience. If you are studying, you need patience. When you pray, you be patient because your own time might not be the same time God wants to help you. But if you are so hurried to get it, they will continue scamming you. They will continue scamming because when you go there, they must tell you one thing you like to hear. Either they will tell you that even the woman later told my people that the problem that my mom is having is the problem is coming from her village, her family, that we need to go there and do deliverance, all sorts of things. They are all thieves. They are all thieves. So, Maluwa, I really thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
I thank God for this day. Understand? Because last 3 years, I made a video about, last 2 years, I made a video about this, against this type of thing, against pastors sitting at home, expecting everything from church members. I made a video against this type giving in the church because I realized, I went to my Bible and I realized that those teachings are false. And when I made that video, so many people were against me. But today, most of them that were against me now are with me. Understand? Some will still send me message. I said, Mama Piti, this message you sent that 3 years, now I know the truth. Continue. You will have challenges, but don't just relax. The truth alone shall set us free.
Amen.
And everybody listening to me, make sure you share this video. Let's expose these scammers. They have destroyed families. In my family today, my family was one of the families that people talk good about. They used my family as an example before. But all these so-called men of God came into my family and destroyed my family with their false faces, telling each other that this person is killing you. This person is a witch. This person. In my family, my mommy had us 8. My uncle had 7 children. My mom and her maid cooked for 27 years in one pot. But when things started going wrong, when they started going from one church to another, they started telling them all sorts of things about my family. Now my family is like rat and dog. There is no peace. It's these so-called men of God. People should be aware. People should be careful. Pray and be patient. Everything will be okay for us. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thank you.
God bless you.
Amen. Thank you very much for your call. Wow, guys, there's a lot of things that's going on. And, this lady that just said that the pastors and the preachers, they destroy families they have. And as well, even here in England, they're doing it. A friend of mine was telling me that one of her other friends' pastor was telling her to be careful of her friends. The same friend that she invited to church for something, maybe baptism or something, and she's saying that her friends is not good. She's prophesying and saying that her friends are not good. That they all just felt awkward, that we are all here. This is all our friends, So they separate. And then since that time, she said that friend, she hadn't even called them. She doesn't, everything she's doing, she hides it. What are they doing that for, God is big enough. God is sufficient for us. Even if somebody is against you, why do you have to tell somebody else and say this person is against you, be careful? That in itself is wrong. And we all need to be careful. We cannot live our life in this way where, everyone, they separate you. The people you grew up with, your sisters, your brothers, your uncles, your aunties that you grew up with. Church all of a sudden will start telling you that the devil, the demonic. But, now that I know Christ has got my back. Let them be devils. Let them be demonic. Let them be whatever. God has got my back. I don't need to defend myself. I didn't defend myself as a child. I didn't defend myself up to this age, as a baby. I saw this and God kept me. So why now am I going to start hating on them in order to be careful, or coming to your church and be careful? That is wrong. All of those things, or going to this mosque or this temple, that is wrong, guys. Let us wake up. We're having more callers, but we need to finish now. So I'm going to finish in 10 minutes, guys. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, Maiwa. Good day.
Hello, good day. Hello, please share your experience.
Hello, okay, my name is Adenike. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Hello.
I have a lot of this experience with this so-called charlatans.
Okay. Your phone is echoing, so hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, Maiwa. Hello.
Yeah, the phone is not it's not clear at all. So I don't know what's going on. So guys, let me read your comments if we're not going to get any more callers. Let's see. We have here, when God gives a prophecy, it tells you exactly how to go about it. But the useless pastors will do something. Yabage is written. I don't know what it is. I can't say it. Okay, fake prophecies with fake ideas for their own selfishness. Exactly. Why is a prophecy always negative? Why is it that you meet a pastor and from the time you meet that pastor, it's like, be careful of this, be careful of that, be careful. It's just annoying. It's just crazy. Last caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, Queen Mayowa.
Good morning. Hi, Sandra.
This is Sandra.
Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Hello, go ahead, Sandra.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody from here. I want to encourage everybody also. And in fact, like I said yesterday, I have so many experience, but this one I see that is very important. I let people know. Some of the my experience actually, some of the pastors, they target single ladies. And I want to use this one to encourage them and tell them that they will tell you because no husband. Okay, my experience. I always go to church and pray and sow seed. According to my pastor, then he will say, sow seed. The kind of seed you sow is the kind of husband you will get. I kept sowing seed. My pastor even told me to buy wedding gown, imaginary wedding gown, and speak into existence your marriage. So I kept doing this. I kept praying, sowing seed. Back then when I was in Nigeria, I kept praying, sowing seed and all. So one day I came across a post on Facebook. And before that post, I listened to Pastor Adeboye one time that he was saying if a man is poor, don't marry him. Because they know in Nigeria, no job. So how a man who is not stable, how can he think of getting married? You know, so I came across that post on Facebook where the writer was advising ladies, say, stop sowing seed to a pastor because of a husband. That young man beside you who doesn't have a job, put the money together and set him up so that when he has something comfortable to do, then he'll be thinking of getting married. I saw sense in that. Then I had a guy then, he was poor, but because Bishop Adeboye said, don't marry somebody who is poor because they cannot take care of themselves. How can they take care of you? So then I called him. I was like, he was a graduate, no job in Nigeria then, nothing to do. He was a graduate. So I called him. I asked him, I said, look, what can you do right now? There's no job. You're looking for a job and all. What else can you do? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Didn't want to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I said, what can you do? Other than, I know you're a graduate, but what else can you do? He said, I can do business, but I don't have the capital to start up the business. So I thought to myself, I've been sowing all the seed I've sowed. If I put them together, it's enough. I said, okay, I'm going to lend you this to start up the business. You're going to pay me back. He said, okay, no problem. Thank you. And I went to my office. I gathered some money. I gave it to him to start up something then. So over time, about a year, like now, his business is blossom, like he's doing very well. And we're getting married very soon.
Wow.
So, yes, we're getting my marriage. I'm traveling to Nigeria for us to get married. So now, he's okay, and he's the one like, oh, let's come. I'm doing fine now. So I want to encourage young ladies. Most of these targets are to young ladies looking for job. I know it might not work out for some people. Some ladies will set up some men, and the men will, but it's not in our case actually. So I'm trying to encourage everybody that stop sowing seed to any pastor. Stop sowing seed for marriage, for child, for anything. Stop sowing seed. God is going to answer everybody because he said in his own time he will make everything beautiful.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Sandra, wait, please. I want to ask you a question. Sandra.
Okay.
I want to ask a question. When you gave this guy that is now your fiance, when you were setting him up with the money, were you setting him up so that he would marry you at the end?
No, we were dating, planning to get married. He didn't have a job, so he wasn't really ready.
Okay. So you didn't set him up in the hope that he's going to end up marrying you anyway. Okay.
No. We were dating. We were really both family, we know each other.
Yes.
Both family knows that we are together.
Okay. Well done. Thank you very much for sharing your story. I have a lot to say about it, so I'll say it now. All right. Wow, guys. Okay, I love that I picked up that call because it is important that I picked up that call. And I've learned a lot from that call. I hope others as well would. In Sandra's situation, there are a few things that I learned right from the beginning. On social media, or she was going to redeem, and Adeboye was saying that they shouldn't marry a poor man. I wouldn't want anybody to marry a poor man. I don't want to marry a poor man, but nobody is poor, okay? So maybe they might not have economic finance, that doesn't make them poor. You have to understand that, okay? When they have the right resources and they have the right procedures, and they know it, and they're willing to follow it, they're not poor. It's a matter of time before they get things together. Somebody that is poor is somebody that don't have anything. They can't think. They cannot create anything. They are finished. Okay, so you have to understand that. And also to understand that somebody also is not poor is that you don't give them the money and they just don't go and just spend it on rubbish. You have a poor mentality. If somebody gives you money and then all you do is just go and spend it on things and you don't multiply that money. If you want to learn how to manage money, I think you should read Dr. Sunday's book, Money Will Make You Rich. That book is excellent for knowing how to manage your money. But where I'm going with this is that, you see, she didn't say that she heard the wrong things in the church, where the pastor, or Adeboye, he talks a lot of trash. Anyway, he himself was poor when the wife married him because he wasn't rich. So I don't even understand why I'm going to listen to that guy's advice in the first place. Why would anyone listen to it? When he married Mama, his wife, was he rich? He wasn't. Even Oyedepo, his story was so poor. He didn't even pay the dowry of the woman, and they took the wife away from him. Because of that, they were all poor, and they're still poor. It doesn't matter how many private jets that they have, they're still poor. I'm talking to you, Adeboye and Oyedepo, and all of you charlatans. You're still poor. But that's not where I'm going today, because here today we're learning from each other. What I'm trying to say is that that lady did not wait around and just sit down and just take one dogma thing. Yes, she listened to them and it was wrong, but she found a truth on the website, on the internet, where somebody wrote there that if somebody is poor, if you can help them and help them to set up something, and they can become rich, or something can be happening instead of you sowing your money as seeds. Can you see that? And she hid to that information. She thought, okay, that sounds like a good idea. There's somebody that I know, there's money that is sitting down. I'm not doing anything with it. Let me help my boyfriend or my friend and see how it goes. But the key thing is that she wasn't waiting that, I give him that, so he has to marry me. So I paid for him to marry me. No, it's just, I'm going to help him. If he does good with it, good. If he doesn't, then that's it. I have this money. I can do it now. Let me help. That is how you do things. You don't do things in like, okay, what you will give to me, what you will do later. Don't do it. That is why it's even wrong, even for you to pay God to do something for you. It's wrong, even as human being. Imagine if I need help from my friend, and my friend can give me the money, and he said, no, because I don't need anything from you, I'm not going to help you. But if that friend needs something from me, then the friend helps me because I'm going to give them something back in the future. It sounds so, that doesn't sit well. And that is what we do to God all the time. You want to pay God to do something. Whenever you want to help somebody, help them wholeheartedly. Give them. She said that you pay me back. The lady said to the guy, you pay me back. If the lady didn't get the money back, I don't think she's going to die about it, or she's going to be depressed. She's just going to say, okay, fine, this one didn't give me back. That's just his character, So that's another thing. Don't go, because a lot of women use money as well. I know men do too, okay? But if you are going to give in the hope that they will marry you or they will end up being loyal to you, you have failed already, right from the beginning. Don't give so that somebody will marry you. Don't give so that somebody would love you or whatever. No. Give because you want to give from your heart. And I think that's what this lady did. Sandra, congratulations. And I hope everything works well. I mean, this is just the beginning as well. Getting married to somebody is just the beginning. There's so much more, to sustain the marriage. So, I have a whole lot to say about marriage. I don't want to get into it because I have my own ideologies about it. And I really think that the true ideology, by the way, that people should get a hold of themselves when it comes to marriage. But that's for another day. Guys, it's been a pleasure being with you. I'm sorry I cannot pick up everybody's call today, but we're going to do this again. So we have Fridays and Saturdays to do this. Next Friday is going to be a special one because we have a group of people that have come together from one church in USA, and the pastor, I can't remember, it's James something, and is Nigerian, and he operates like a cult. So next Friday they are going to speak about this. So all next Friday is going to be their forum where they share their stories and what is happening and what this pastor is doing, so that everybody can be aware. We need to put this out there. We need to get people aware of these atrocities so that they don't fall into this trap. And we know in Love Lounge here, we rub minds together. We want to grow. We don't want to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. We want to change our lives. We want to change our country. We want to change our paradigm. How we've been living, how we've been operating is not right. We need to change that, and it's all in our control. It's not about God do this, God do that. God has already done everything for us. Guys, I love you so much. I'm so sorry I didn't read your comments. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to have to devise a way where I can read your comments and ask your questions from the people, so that people can, you can have like a very engaging type of calling. So it's not just a calling where it's one-sided or it's just me alone that is speaking, so that I can also hear and share your own thoughts as well as we are listening together. So thank you guys. I love you very much. I want to say thank you to Esho Ara is on Instagram for this wonderful dress. I love it. Thank you very much for it. And I appreciate you all. So thank you again. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you very much. Okay? Remember, tomorrow is Shrine Day. Please don't go to that shrine. Do anything else than go to the shrine. But you have free will, and unto freedom you're called. If you prefer to be in the shrine, of course, don't say, oh, Mayawa said you shouldn't go. Don't take my own word for it. Have your own conviction inside of you, because God is inside of you. Thank you. I love you, love you, love you. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. So I'm going now. I'm going to get on with the day today. I think there are a few things that I need to do, so I'll go and do it now. Thank you. Take care. Bye.